Hello, so today I'm going to teach you how to get featured in Business Insider and get paid for it. So this is the exact same process that I have led my clients, Jillian and Amanda, through, and they got paid to write for Business Insider. And not only did that give them credibility, expertise, but it also drove people to their website. So here we go, follow along. Hi, I'm Mercedes Barba. I'm a former journalist turned publicist. I spent 13 years in the media covering entrepreneurship, personal finance, investing, and everything that I have learned, I have compiled into a YouTube channel and a mastermind where I teach entrepreneurs like you who want to get featured in the media how to land media coverage. So first things first, I want you guys to download my free guide. It gives you a step-by-step plug and play pitch template so that you can literally start sending your pitches today. There are 4 steps to landing in Business Insider. I'm going to walk you through the 4 processes. Number 1, we have to make sure, are you ready to land media coverage? Okay. So I know a lot of entrepreneurs out there really want to land media. You know, you look at Jeff Bezos, you look at Kim Kardashian, you look at all these billionaires, and everybody has a PR team, and that is for a reason. Okay. PR can thrust your business into millions of eyeballs with one fell swoop. If you get featured in Business Insider has 150 million readers on average a month to its site. So if you get featured in Business Insider, you are going to get a big fraction of that are going to be directed to your website. Okay, so number 1 is deciding, are you ready to land media coverage? Take a look at your website. Do you have an automatic opt-in page? Do you have something that's going to capture email addresses of people that you have gotten from your Business Insider feature? So for example, if we get you featured in Business Insider, they are going to link your website in there. People are going to click your website, go to your site, and if you don't have something or a newsletter opt-in or somewhere to capture emails, people are just going to click on your site and they're going to run and you're never going to see them again. So regardless if you have an active newsletter, I highly suggest before you start implementing these tips for Business Insider that you set your website up for success. Because if we start driving traffic to your website, we want a place to keep people so that when you are ready to sell them on something, or let's say you have something already to sell, you already have a database of people that are waiting to hear from you. So highly suggest you do that first, and that's number 1. Okay, number 2 is figuring out what are your target clients. So for Business Insider, they are people that read entrepreneurship magazines. They're people that probably want to leave their jobs and launch their businesses full time. So Business Insider loves doing stories that are actionable, that are service heavy, that are, hey, I did this really cool thing and these are my 4 steps on how I did it and here's how you can do it too. Making sure that you figure out where your target clients are reading. And if you're an entrepreneur, if you're a business owner, I highly suggest Business Insider is a really great platform to grab a lot of those readers. Okay? So that's number 2 is figuring out your target clients. Number 3, the best part is writing the pitch. So my client Jillian came to me and we did this step-by-step guide for her. We went through the process. We set her website up for success. We figured out where her target clients are. Number 3 was to write the pitch. So first things first is, what pitch are we going to write? So what story are we going to tell? So when Jillian came to me, I said, okay, Jillian, she's a financial consultant. And she said, I grew up in a very religious household that said women were not allowed to learn about money. And for me, that is detrimental because I have my own kids and I don't teach my kids that. I teach my kids how to invest. I teach my kids the importance of money. But the way I grew up is completely different from how I live now. Okay, so for Jillian, I said, that's a really interesting story. So we wrote this pitch. The hook was something like, I grew up in a very religious household where women were not allowed to learn about money. And here is why that is detrimental. And here is the opposite of what I'm teaching my kids, right? So in the article, we're talking about how she grew up, why, not putting finances or money in the hands of women is detrimental. How she is teaching her kids the opposite. So she hosts money meetings, monthly money meetings with her kids. She teaches them how to invest. She got really interested in investing too. She's on track to get her licenses, her securities licenses, so that she can truly guide people step by step through this process. And Business Insider loved it. So take a look at the pitch. We wrote the hook and then we gave more context, and that was it. That was enough to get the attention of a Business Insider reporter. Okay. And if you literally Google how to pitch Business Insider, this webpage is going to pop up and it is going to walk you through step by step the stories that they want, the stories that they're looking for, and email addresses of reporters that you can send it to right now. So step number 4 is once you send that email, you want to follow up. You always, always, always have to follow up. I've heard some discrepancies from some reporters. Some reporters like when you follow up within 3 days. Some reporters like when you follow up within 2 weeks. My rule of thumb is following up within 7 business days, because sometimes if you send a pitch to a reporter, it could get passed on to their editor, and their editor has to decide, and they need a couple days to kind of decide on what the story could look like, or maybe what their campaign calendar is going to look like for the month. And so giving a journalist about a week head start to kind of figure that out is usually the best rule of thumb. So amazing. So follow up. Don't forget to follow up. That is truly, truly the most important. I really hope that this video really helped you. When you pitch the media, it truly is a step-by-step process. If you follow the same recipe and if you follow the process, you will land media coverage and you will move the needle just like Jillian did. Let me know in the comments if you actually use these steps, because I would love to know how it worked for you. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.